There is a princess in a country. At night, the princess asks the magic mirror, which answers anything. Magic mirror, please answer me. Who is the most beautiful person in the world? The answer is always a princess. But one day is not. She is your daughter, Snow White. After hearing this, the princess began to be jealous of the newborn Snow White. She called the hunter to take Snow White into the forest and kill her. But the hunters did not decide to kill Snow White. The hunter left Snow White in the forest and went back and said, "Princess Snow White is no more." At that moment, the princess laughed out loud. Her smile was very ugly. At that time, the 7 dwarfs found Snow White in the forest. Snow White looked at the 7 dwarfs and laughed. "A cute baby. Really cute. But this child looks like an abandoned one. We cannot leave a little girl here. Let's raise her ourselves." "Yes, that's a good idea." "Yeah, let's do that." Since then, Snow White has lived with the kind-hearted 7 dwarfs. A few years later, one day, the princess asked the magic mirror again. Magic mirror, who is the most beautiful person in the world?" Then the magic mirror answered, "She is your daughter, Snow White." And the mirror showed Snow White living with 7 dwarfs in the forest. Hearing this, the princess disguised herself and immediately headed for the forest. After the dwarfs finished their work, they returned home. At that time, they saw the Snow White princess fainting. The disguised princess was given a poison apple. Then the Snow White ate a poison apple. The 7 dwarfs cried, and they took her to a flower garden and thought that at least she was buried in a beautiful place. At that time, a prince from the neighboring country passed by. "What a beautiful person! It looks like she is sleeping." The prince knelt on the flower garden and kissed the Snow White princess. Suddenly, the Snow White princess spat out the poisoned apple. He regained consciousness. "Who are you?" "I am a prince from a neighboring country." "Come on, let's go together." Princess Snow White and Prince were married and live in the prince's country. They lived happily ever after.